really care. I'ma be a millionaire.
With each octagon appearance, Khamzat Chimaev further reaffirms only the sky's the limit for him. He fights his heart out in 2 weight classes. Knocks guys out on any notice. And consistently turns it up on the mic. After a 1-year hiatus, Khamzat is about to return, and a win would put him on the verge of a title shot. Let's recall the MMA journey of the Chechen Beast, who takes no prisoners, both on the feet
Look at me, I'm about to be rich.
and on the ground.
It's over, Bob. That is it! 10-0! The hype is real!
Chimaev was born in Chechnya in 1994 and was involved in sports from childhood. As the story goes, he fell down the stairs at the age of 2, something he's reminded of by the scar on his upper lip, the broken nose, and the deviated septum. Living across the street from a wrestling gym, Chimaev first stepped onto the mat as a 1-year-old baby and started actively training by the age of 5. The future Boars, which means wolf, went on to secure the juvenile division bronze at the Russian Championship. Having built a solid foundation in freestyle wrestling, at 19, Khamzat moved to Sweden to live with relatives and found a job at a factory. He became a multiple-time Swedish wrestling champion, effortlessly mopping the floor with the opposition. In the meantime, Chimaev moonlighted as a bouncer, honing both his fighting and verbal skills. One day, Khamzat witnessed Conor McGregor's triumph over Jose Aldo. Once he found out about McGregor's earnings, Boars realized it was time to change his occupation.
I was feeling if at that time just meet him as outside, I can broke him, you know. If he makes that money, why not me?
23-year-old Chimaev promptly relocated to Stockholm and began training alongside Alexander Gustafsson and other UFC veterans at the All Stars gym. A lion's roar marked Khamzat's first amateur bout in the fall of 2017. He quickly took the opponent down. The victim would manage to escape, but Chimaev inevitably grounded him again. Early into the second stretch, Boars delivered a clubbing right. Locked up a Darce choke and forced the tap. Competing under his mother's last name, Gerikhanov, Khamzat had 2 more non-paid performances, winning both inside the distance. In his May 2018 pro debut, however, he was announced the way we're all used to. A Norwegian fighter dubbed Ragnarok wasn't expecting to face the Chechen Kratos. Dropping him with a picture-perfect jab. Boars ruthlessly mauled the Northman on the mat for 2 rounds. The patient referee stopped the torture seminar 8 minutes in. Three months later, another middleweight from Norway got in the way. Khamzat immediately put him down. Then mixed sub-attempts with ground and pound. At some point, Boars applied the Dagestani handcuffs. He dragged his opponent's arm behind his back and unleashed a barrage of strikes from the top. At the 5-minute mark, Khamzat's mouthguard fell out. While holding the foe in place with one hand, he adjusted it nonchalantly and sunk in the choke. In just 2 professional outings, the Chechen prodigy proved himself as a guaranteed ticket seller and was signed by the Middle Eastern promotion Brave Combat Federation. In November 2018, Chimaev locked horns with an unbeaten finisher named Marko Kisic. The Austrian welterweight, a grappler by trade, was sent down to the deck right away. Marko stood back up, but not for long. Kisic wasn't giving up yet, though.
Staggered. Peter back underneath him.
That's why Boers floored him twice more.
God.
Continuing the onslaught, Khamzat secured top position and got the hammers going.
Ow.
Oh, big hammer fist. That's it.
It's all over.
The Hungry Wolf made his introduction to Brave by plastering Kisic across the canvas with a series of knockdowns and a vicious final sequence. A month later, Chimaev delivered again, saving a main event on short notice. The 8-3 middleweight Sidney Wheeler surprised him early. Nevertheless, he soon found himself on the mat. Under a hail of punches, Wheeler was quick to surrender.
Those are huge strikes.
Khamzat ate a right hand like a piece of candy, then secured a successful throw and disposed of the rival in just 35 seconds. In April of 2019, Chimaev faced the undefeated Ikram Aliskerov with a record of 8-0. The Combat Sambo world champion was dangerous wherever the fight went, and especially in the stand-up.
I'm just waiting for that. There it is, that huge overright.
Ballet of violence.
The violent dance began from the opening seconds,
And a part that Khamzat has.
Nice counter right hand by Aliskerov.
and Khamzat's jab worked wonders again.
Each other.
Oh, he dropped him. Boys dropped him and dives.
Yet, even after a knockdown, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov's student wouldn't let himself be taken down.
Working.
Following a short exchange, Chimaev stepped back,
Shot landed by
traded some kicks,
the power changing the stances from southpaw to
and hit a home run.
Pulled in by Khamzat.
the right hand uppercut knocks him out.
The cannon jab staggered Ikram temporarily. Boers changed the line of attack and placed a sharp uppercut, instantly disconnecting Aliskerov from the power grid.
By Khamzat.
In October, Chimaev clashed with Mzwandile Hlongwa. The South African prospect had gained notoriety with a Knockout of the Year contender 11 months prior.
Both these guys. Oh, fantastic spinning back elbow.
Still, he was in over his head against the Chechen wrestling dynamo.
Didn't see when you have the two guys of this caliber. Big takedown, but
In the second round, Khamzat picked him up and demonstrated the native tradition of bride kidnapping right in the cage.
he went full lock. Beautiful.
In the horizontal plane, Hlongwa got trapped in a Darce choke, Chimaev's signature hold.
He's out. He is out.
Boers easily dispatched a formidable opponent and was eagerly waiting for an imminent title shot. Only the raging pandemic managed to keep him beltless. While on the sidelines, Khamzat received an opportunity to shine in front of Dana White. In the summer of 2020, he was released from Brave to take a short-notice bout on Fight Island. Chimaev's middleweight adversary, John Phillips, had finished all 22 of his victories, including 20 knockouts.
Phillips cracks him.
A striker through and through, he was helpless against Khamzat's overwhelming grappling.
Shot. Look at that though. A beautiful
After taking Phillips down and dragging him into his corner,
word. Talk about.
Khamzat spent a round mincing him up, instructed by the coaches.
He generates tremendous power.
He's using the small knuckles.
John struggled to stand up when the bell rang. The Wolf smelled blood
He was smiling. He didn't look like he was tired at all.
and began the second stretch with a takedown.
He's like, yeah, I'm delirious.
Snuck his arm through for a Darce and forced the foe to count sheep.
There's the tap.
Khamzat Chimaev by submission, and he stays undefeated.
Making Phillips look like a wrestling dummy and claiming his 7th consecutive stoppage win, Chimaev discussed his next fight directly with Dana White.
Khamzat Chimaev
Well, look at this. He's talking to Dana White. He came in 6-0.
To Alex go fight also.
So,
I waiting here. So if you have fight, give me fight. Guy, I gonna smash him.
The UFC president was so impressed that he granted Khamzat's wish in a record-breaking 10 days. Boers successfully made 170 pounds and opened the main card against Rhys McKee. The doomed Irishman went on a date with the canvas from the gate.
we see Khamzat fully pick him up and slam him, but
Keeping his promise to seal the deal even faster than before, Chimaev turned on the ground-and-pound shredder as usual.
Aranches Emmett, CB Dollaway Murtazalev, which is a fight with
big hammer fist here
with some
The whole victory march took just over 3 minutes.
from Chimaev. There we go. It's another win for Khamzat Chimaev. He is a wrecking ball. Wow.
McKee didn't land a single punch throughout the contest. In his 2 UFC showings, Boers delivered a total of 192 strikes, absorbed 1, and earned $150,000.
He's taken no punches.
With such performances, Khamzat made more headlines than some champions. Skeptics heavily criticized his quality of opposition, while Chimaev obtained a visa and traveled to the US for his 3rd straight bout in 66 days. The middleweight Gerald Meerschaert had nearly 6 times as many fights on his resume,
Perfectly content keeping it on his feet as he lands one to the stomach.
and was a legit black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
He's close to
The battle-tested American promised to expose the Chechen prodigy's true level, and he succeeded. Boers shattered Meerschaert's hopes with a nasty right hand. The clock stopped at 17 seconds of doom. Unfortunately, his encounter with the future champion, Leon Edwards, became another casualty of the pandemic. On March 1st, 2021, after a long illness, Khamzat announced his retirement. But in October, he had come to his senses and stormed back into the octagon. Li Jingliang from China was ranked 11th at 170 pounds and was always happy to throw down.
There's no shame in losing a little match.
Li promised an all-out war in the lead-up, and Boers was forced to tame the unruly patient.
Oh, nice job by Chimaev.
Following a small talk with the higher-ups,
He's talking to Dana.
Chimaev proceeded to start the treatment. Jingliang took several shots,
big shots that he begins
gave up his back,
to get to the back.
and was sent into airless space.
Hand is
It's over. It's over, Paul. It's over.
That's it. The hype is real. Khamzat Chimaev remarkably does it again.
My switch.
By choking out his rival in less than 4 minutes, Khamzat jumped up to number 10 in the rankings and addressed the public's entertainment needs in an interview.
Everybody, I come here for everybody. I'm the champ. I'm the king. Ah!
Our traffic on Khamzat was off the roof and, 10 times more than anybody else.
During the break between fights, Boers had a wrestling super match with Jack Hermanson. The 7th-ranked UFC middleweight held his own defensively.
Comes out with a takedown, but Jack spins out.
Good defense by Manson, but
Meanwhile, the offense was all Chimaev. The friendly competition with the neighbor from Norway ended in a victory, and Khamzat was ready to hit the big stage. In April of 2022, he faced Gilbert Burns, who had a record of 20-4. Ranked 2nd at welterweight, Durinho knew how to shut your lights out, and had given Kamaru Usman fits.
Usman, but I think technically.
Chimaev and Burns crossed paths before the bout.
Scared boy, I feel he's in there. I said to him yesterday, show his power. He couldn't show that. He said, I show you last Saturday, and he turned around,
Boers